Members of the class, UCI Law School 2012, our beloved alums, congratulations. Once more, you have made us so proud. I think when the story of this law school is told years or decades from now, the most amazing part will have been our ability to attract terrific students, you, to come to a brand new law school. Ever since you arrived, you've been everything that we could have hoped for and so much more. And once again, that's true with regard to your results on the bar exams. I'm sure you're familiar now with the statistics. Of your class, 51 members took the California bar, and 46 of you passed, a rate of over 90%. The bar has not yet announced the rates for all of the schools, so we cannot officially say where we rank compared to other schools. But deans and assistant deans of admission have shared the information about their schools, and I now know that you as a class ranked higher than those who took the bar from schools like UC Berkeley, UC Davis, UC Hastings, UCLA, USC, Loyola. In fact, based on the information I've gained informally, I have reason to believe that you will rank second among all law school classes in the state of California. It's so easy for us to tell ourselves that we're a wonderful school and we have great students. Your pass rate sends the message to all that we are one of the elite law schools, not just in California, but in the entire country. So we're here today to celebrate and congratulate you. We're also here for a more functional purpose, to swear you in to the bar of the state of California and the bar of the United States District Court for the Central District of California. To begin by swearing you in to the California State Bar, we're fortunate to be joined by Judge Glenda Saunders.
I ask the graduates of the class of 2012 to stand to be sworn in as judges, as attorneys. I think I'm skipping ahead because I have such confidence in you. I wanted to say just a few words, if you'll bear with me for about a minute or so. Never ever take the rule of law for granted. I have lived in a country in a different era when it was eroded out of existence in most areas of the law, and it embodies the promise that every person will be treated equally under the law, not according to the whim or caprice of whoever is in political power at any particular moment. If I may wax metaphorical for just a moment, the rule of law is like a tree that needs to be nurtured from the bottom, from the roots up, and to have fresh hearts, minds, and spirits, such as yourselves, coming into the profession, knowing what I do about your class, I know we are in good hands. With that, I ask you to please stand and raise your right hand. That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
Of an attorney and counselor at law.
Of an attorney and counselor at law.
To the best of my knowledge and ability.
To the best of my knowledge and ability.
Congratulations. You are now attorneys of the state of California.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
That I will support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the government of the United States.
To the government of the United States.
That I will maintain the respect.
That I will maintain the respect.
Due to the courts of justice.
Due to the courts of justice.
And judicial officers.
And judicial officers.
And that I will demean myself as an attorney.
And I will demean myself as an attorney.
Proctor, advocate.
Proctor, Doctor and advocate,
solicitor and counselor of the court,
solicitor and counselor of the court,
uprightly according to law,
uprightly according to law,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
All across the state, law schools are holding programs like this to swear in the recent graduates. And of course, every law school wishes it could have the executive director of the California State Bar as part of this program. But we've got him here. Like Judge Guilford, Joe Dunn was one of the people we honored the night before commencement because he, together with a group of people, worked so hard for so many years to create this law school. There simply would not be a UCI Law School if it weren't people like Joe Dunn and Andy Guilford. And so it is a tremendous pleasure to introduce now the Executive Director of the Cailfornia Bar, of which are all now members, Joe Dunn.
Thank you, Dean. For the student, oh no, I can't say students anymore. I have to say lawyers. I told the Dean before when we gathered here, oh my gosh, they all look like lawyers. To be a professional. You may recall one of my million speeches I gave to you way back when. I gave you my definition of a professional. It's an individual who puts others' interests above your own. That's a professional. You now have a legal obligation to be a professional, to put your client's interests above yours. From this day forward, it isn't about you anymore. We're here to support you in your career, but we want to support you in your career so that you can serve the clients that retain your services, whether it's transactional or litigation or any other part of the practice of law. Their interests come first. You really need to search out whether something is or isn't ethical. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't ethical. And that's true not only in how, you represent your clients. It's true in how you treat your partners in your law firm, how you treat the support staff, how you treat every individual you now encounter in your life because you don't cease being a lawyer when you walk out the door to go home at night. It's with you every single instant. So everyone that crosses your path, your professional life and in your personal life, just do what's right.
But I do make the serious point that you have something that very few people in this state or this country ever will have. A license to practice law. A license to represent others. Cherish it. Treat it wisely. It's the precious thing that it is. All of the years through school, including law school, all of the days studying for the bar exam and taking the bar exam led to your having this license to practice law. And with this license comes tremendous responsibility. You have the ability to make people's lives and people's society so much better. And having this ability, I believe you have the duty. And I have no doubt whatsoever that through your careers, you will make us as proud as you have through 3 years of law school, and as proud as we are of you today. So once more, let me ask everyone here to salute and join in congratulating those who have just been sworn in to the bar of the state of California in the Federal District of Law.